Hey guys, Moms Against Medical Bullying. I just want to talk about something that some people might find basic or that people might already know, but I just felt led to talk about this. And what I want to talk about is imagination by authority, or the use of imagination by supposed authorities. Authorities are, just groups that have been set up in our society that people believe to have the final word or say about things. Groups of people who the population sees as just the most utmost knowledge about specific things. They see them as an authority on specific topics. So these authorities that are set up, they like to play off our imaginations, use our imaginations, and to create the reality or create the situation that they want. So they abuse us. They do abuse us with fear. So belief systems are powerful. What you believe in your heart is so powerful, and it's so powerful that it brought Eve and Adam out of their resting and place and their paradise with God. Not because God was mad at them. They believed themselves, they fell for the lie of Satan that they were not like God, and that, if they could do things to become like God. So when they believed this, they fell, if you will. They fell from the place that they had with God. They fell from the beautiful place of peace and love and joy. And can you imagine living with the absence of fear? No fear. No fear. Just being with God and just believing that you're, just in harmony. So once they fell for that lie, they booted themselves out of that belief system. And that's what they call the fall of man. So we fell into the curse of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So where people believe the lie that they have to try to be good, to be like God, or to be accepted by God by their own works. But God showed them that there was nothing that you could do. Okay, what it was going to take was a completely new heart with the right belief system. The ability to once again feel God. The ability to once again know God and not to be an enemy in your own mind. So imagine being in this place where you're in complete peace, and then you fall out of that and you're in complete fear and anxiety, and you think God is mad at you, and you're hiding from God, and you can never get back to that other place. See, the devil told you, if you do this, this, and that, you can be like that. You can get to that place. You can get to that place of of peace, and but no matter how hard they try, they'll never get back to that place. So Satan lied to them, obviously. So getting back to imagination by authority. So even though God was still there, Adam and Eve couldn't engage the way they once did because their imagination was full of guilt and condemnation and fear. Couldn't come out of it on their own. So imagination, according to this dictionary, is the faculty or action of forming new ideas or images or concepts of external objects not present to the senses. So the faculty or action of forming new ideas or images of concepts of external objects that are not present to the senses. So this is what they do to us, right? These authorities, they say, there's a virus attacking people, and it can kill you and make you sick. So there they are using our imagination to make ourselves, I don't know, enemies with one another, enemies to ourselves. Because like it says there, the virus thing, it's not present to my senses. So if it's something that's not present to people's senses, they're going to live in a state of fear and anxiety because it's going to be left up to their imagination because they cannot engage with it through their senses. We're told that anybody could have this virus, even if they don't have symptoms. Okay? So, they use our imagination to put us in a state of fear. Fear about anything, just fear to live. Fear of other people. So they use our imagination to create that fear present. Then they tell us, well, if you just do this, right? Like Satan, you hear Satan? If you just do this, you can come back to this state of rest, or you can be at peace. So these people rely on the authority to give them their imagination, to give them something to play with in their imagination, because they cannot use their senses to confirm whether this is true or not. You know, like five senses to confirm whether or not that's true. So they give them something to play around with in their imagination, and then they give them some type of solution to say that if you just wear this mask, then everything will be better. Then you'll prevent people from becoming sick with this virus. So you have to create a situation of distress first to try to provide some type of solution that will try to put people's hearts at rest, you know? So then people with their imaginations just think, oh yay, now they imagine, because they can't see this virus. They cannot see that, they cannot confirm with their eyes that when I wear this mask, oh yeah, I saw the virus and it didn't come through. It bounced. They can't see it, but they have to believe it with their hearts and their imaginations that what they're doing is now keeping them safe. It's all in your imagination. So they get us to employ our imaginations and belief system according to their doctrines, under their false authority. Yeah, like I wasn't really going to talk about this, but then I'm listening to this new video on this YouTube channel called Sovereign Collective, and she's interviewing Amanda Vollmer, and there she goes and says, that our beliefs can create our reality, and that they know this, and they need us to feed off of it. They need to feed off our fear. And I thought, okay, that's like a confirmation, because I wasn't even going to talk about this, but so, yeah, so they have us imagining about viruses attacking us and making us ill. They have us imagining that we are spinning through outer space. But I can't go to outer space. I don't have a rocket. I can't see it for myself. So I'm left to what the authorities say, right? And using my imagination according and based on what they say. Cast down all vain imaginations, God says. So yeah, I mean, not that the imagination and belief system is not bad. It's going to be used for something. And I think that's why God tells us, think on those things that are holy, that are lovely, that are beautiful, above reproach, you know. They definitely use people's imagination. It's the only way to get people to do what you want them to do. You have to give them a situation wherewith they cannot confirm. They can't confirm with their senses. So, thoughts are powerful. Imagination is powerful. That's how we create stuff, right? We create our reality through our imagination, through what we imagine. You know, let us have God's imagination, and let's prophesy that. Let's speak that. We have the power of life and death in our tongue to decree and declare, so we can use that to our advantage.